A pleasant good morning. Hope you had a great sports weekend. And it was Mike Violet here. Time for Mike's Morning Musings for Monday, July 6th, 2026. Let me wish my daughter, Jessica, a happy 42nd birthday today. Hard to believe. 42 years old. All right, let's start off with the Red Sox, which means it was a good sports weekend because the Sox went out to Anaheim and did what they should do, take care of the Angels. The Red Sox aren't very good, but they're certainly everybody's better than the Angels. And the Red Sox swept him, winning last night 7-5. Wilson Contreras did it again, another 3-run homer, but that may be the last one for a while because his suspension is going to be considered today, his appeal of that suspension. They already gave him 7 games. He appealed it. We'll see. He may be out until after the All-Star break, which certainly is going to hurt the cause. He is a legitimate MVP candidate this year in the American League. The bad news along with that is Ranger Suarez had to leave the game in the third because of a groin situation, tweaked something there. Bullpen came on, did a nice job. Another home run for Jaylen Brown in the game. And the Sox played good defense. So now they go on to Chicago to take on the much improved White Sox. The White Sox, in case you haven't been paying attention, have gone from being one of the worst teams in baseball to being at the top of the American League Central. A lot of their firepower this year because of the Garrett Crochet trade that they made. They have certainly developed those prospects that they got even more from the Red Sox. So the Red Sox and White Sox tonight, 7:40. That'll be on NESN. So that'll be competing tonight with the World Cup soccer game between the U.S. and Belgium. Tonight at 8 o'clock, that'll be on Fox. And how about the kerfluffle that has been created, I guess, by President Trump, who intervened in Folarin Balogun's red card controversy. I'm reading here from Fox News, calling FIFA President Gianni Infantino to ask for a review of the controversial decision in the round of 32 against Bosnia, according to sources. It's unknown what Trump said to Infantino. He has called him, Trump, a great leader in sports. The U.S. men's team striker has 3 goals in the World Cup this year, but got a red card for what looked to be kind of, I'm not a big soccer fan, I've seen this on replay, for what looked to be kind of incidental contact. So FIFA did something I don't know if they've ever done before, but they have suspended the 1-game ban that they handed to Folarin Balogun less than 24 hours out. Despite being dismissed against Bosnia and Herzegovina, the U.S. men's team striker now will play tonight in the round of 16. So that has precipitated Belgium being granted the right to appeal against the decision. This is just bizarre. In professional sports, if a player on the other team gets suspended, you don't get to appeal that suspension. This is another reason. If you watch or listen regularly, I'm not much of a soccer fan, but the whole thing is weird. Anyway, so tonight, the U.S. men's team and Belgium, 8 o'clock in Seattle. That'll be on Fox. Now, well before that, at 4 o'clock this afternoon, we're finally going to hear from Brad Stevens, the president of the Boston Celtics and lead governor. That's code for owner. They are scheduled to hold a press conference today to discuss the Jaylen Brown trade and the other acquisitions the Celtics have made. That is a 4 p.m. presser. That is going to be very, very interesting. Just so you'll know, Stevens has been criticized for not talking about this at all since it happened. He couldn't. He was not allowed. The transactions that have occurred, they weren't completed or will not be completed until this afternoon, so teams can't comment until then. So we're finally going to hear from Brad Stevens today, and I cannot wait to hear the explanation for giving Jaylen Brown away for the decaying body of Paul George and the draft choices and what is on the agenda for Stevens and for Bill Chisolm. And I hope somebody asks, and I'm sure they will, if the Celtics' goal is to actually win championships now or to save money to make money. So that's that. Interesting Sports Monday. For a Monday in early July, pretty busy today. So enjoy your sports day. See you back here tomorrow.